What is up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Now obviously matchday 5 in the Champions League is officially over and we return back to domestic duty. Now there's some fantastic matches on show for us this weekend, and one of the big ones, and definitely the biggest one in Spain, is the La Liga clash taking place on the 3rd of December between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. The last time these two sides met was on the 23rd of April last season. Barca were chasing down the La Liga title. At the time, I think they were still in the Europa League. I'm not too sure about that. But the La Liga was definitely the priority for Xavi and his team. And things looked good for them when in the 44th minute, Ferran Torres was able to finish off a sweeping move that starts on the right wing. The ball is cut back across the goalpost. He gets it on the edge of the box and just curls it past the Atletico goalkeeper. It is a gorgeous goal. It is full of curve and spin and so much technique, but it also has just a perfect balance of power that it doesn't throw it off, but it takes it past the keeper. And that's how the match ended, 1-0, despite the fact that clashes between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid are always very physical, and Atleti are always trying to, I would say, impose themselves on Barca and just try to rattle Barca. And thankfully, the Blaugrana were able to get the win. We start off our team analysis with Barcelona. It is 3 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss in the last 5 for the Blaugrana. Their last match being a 2-1 victory against Porto in the Champions League this week, thereby securing their promotion into the knockout stages. Players we gotta highlight here, of course, the top goal scorer for Barcelona this season is Robert Lewandowski with his 8 goals and 4 assists. Lewandowski has been absent for large parts of the season so far due to injuries, but he's come back and it's been a stuttering start for him. Hopefully he can get himself back to form. If there is ever a match that Lewandowski could use to get himself back in the good books of fans, because they seem to have turned on him lately, it is definitely this one. Next up, I want to talk Ilkay Gundogan. Having arrived from Manchester City, Gundogan fits at Barcelona like a glove. It is 5 assists and 1 goal for him so far. So obviously he is the creative brain at Barcelona. I think Ilkay Gundogan is the most Xavi-like player I have seen lately. Able to, dictate play from deep, find fantastic passes, but also with that determination to just keep pushing to the last minute of the game for a result. And finally, I want to talk Pedri. Now, Pedri, like Lewandowski, has been missing for large parts of the season due to injury. So far his stats are just 1 goal and 1 assist. But Pedri is really that, if I would call Gundogan the Xavi type player, I would call Pedri the Iniesta type player. Pedri is able to also find those passes, dictate play, but also able to dribble and do so at pace. Able to unlock a defense, not just with passes, but also with his movement and by carrying the ball. So I think Pedri will be very, very important, and he too, if he's looking to kickstart his season, there's no better match than this one. Okay, next up we move to Atletico Madrid. The last 5 matches for Los Rojiblancos have ended in 4 wins and a single loss. Their last match being a 3-1 victory away at Feyenoord in the Champions League. A star player for Atletico this season gotta be Antoine Griezmann, 13 goals and a single assist. But you gotta remember, Griezmann returned to Atletico kind of like a failure after a horrible season at Barcelona. Or horrible tenure at Barcelona, and he's just taken to playing at Atletico like a duck to water. It just goes to show that perhaps Griezmann should never have left in the first place, but he provides so much going forward: pace, trickery, finishing ability with both his feet and his head. So I think Griezmann is definitely a danger man for Barcelona to be watching here. Next up, I want to talk Saul. Now, he is, again, just like the Gundogan, 5 assists and a single goal, exact same stats. Also, Saul being the, I would say, the elder statesman in Atletico's midfield, able to also dictate play, but he really embodies that, that hard man style of play that Diego Simeone wants his players to show. And next up, lastly, we got to talk Alvaro Morata. Despite being the number 9 at Atletico Madrid, he is just a single goal behind Griezmann, 12 goals, but he's got an extra assist, so he's on 2 assists. Morata as well came back to Atletico Madrid following some rather uneventful seasons at Juventus and Chelsea, and he's just fitted in so well. I think Morata is exactly the kind of player that is necessary at Atletico, because they've got hard-working players everywhere. They just lack an out-and-out number 9 who can get the goals, and Morata has proven that he can be that player. And he seems to have struck up some fantastic chemistry here with Griezmann. Okay, on to the head-to-head and the S3M2 verdict. Now, the last 5 matches between these two sides, it's 3 wins for Barcelona, a single draw, and 1 win for Atletico Madrid. So obviously, this fixture is heavily skewed in Barcelona's favor. But something that we can't underestimate here is the home side always has some kind of advantage here. And you also have to admit that technically, neither side is the home side here, because Barcelona are not playing at their Camp Nou, they're playing at the Olympic Stadium. And we've already seen the impact that not playing at the Camp Nou can have on this Barcelona squad. They've struggled to win big matches, they've struggled to win matches that they should win easily as well. So Barca are in a bit of a difficult spot right now. They also have massive ground to make up in La Liga. Both these teams are actually on 31 points, but Atletico Madrid are 3rd and Barcelona are 4th. So the winner here could leapfrog the other one. But you've also got to remember that the 2 sides ahead of them, being Real Madrid and Girona, are 4 points ahead of them. So this is a golden opportunity to narrow that gap. But it's also a double-edged sword, because failure to take this opportunity would then widen that gap and just make it so much more difficult for either one of these teams to challenge for the La Liga this season. Another thing I think we actually got to focus on here as well, Barcelona have welcomed a lot of players back from injury. They're still missing 2 very crucial players. Goalkeeper Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who is currently leading the way in the La Liga in terms of clean sheets, along with I think Kepa as well, but I know he's got 6 so far. And then of course the young midfielder Javi, who has fantastic chemistry with Pedri. Just the 2 of them playing together is just such a joy to watch, and Barcelona are really gonna miss them. I think ter Stegen should be scheduled to return early in December. He might surprise us and actually play in this match. But Javi, I think, is going to be out for quite a few months, having torn his ACL. So Atleti can take advantage of a weakened Barcelona here. A Barcelona that is not firing on all cylinders as they usually would be. And a Barcelona, I think, that is without their greatest advantage here, being the Camp Nou. I actually think this match ends in a draw. Honestly, I think that. I think both sides score, but I think Barca have not hit the ground running yet. I think Lewandowski has not hit the heights this season that was expected of him. Other players have stepped up, guys like João Felix, João Cancelo. These guys have really come to the forefront, but the number 9 that Barcelona need right now, the man to finish these opportunities, just hasn't showed up yet. And hopefully he does on this day. But for now, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw in this match, because that just seems like the most likely outcome to me. Hi, thank you for making it to the end of this video. We really appreciate the watch time, and the fact that you took some time out of your day to spend it with us talking about the sport that we all love. If you enjoyed the content, why not, drop a like down below or comment in the comment section. Maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. And I mean, while you are here right now, have a look at some of our old videos too. They should be appearing on the screen right now, along with that subscribe button. So you know exactly what to do. Thank you so much. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And have a great day out there. And we hope to see you again very, very soon. Thanks. Stay safe.